three-fourths of the Rizal Memorial Coliseum is jam-packed with blue and white Ateneo Blue Eagle fans. And they're here because for the very first time in the history of the UAAP, the University League of the Philippines, the Ateneo will figure in a championship encounter. Not only that, the Ateneans need win only one over the University of the East Warriors, who have dominated the league ever since its inception years ago, while the UU Warriors will have to defeat the Blue Eagles twice in a row. A very pleasant good day to you. I'm Dick Ildefonso speaking to you from the sidelines of the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, site of many a historic championship encounter. And tonight is going to be another exceptional meeting of outstanding university quintets. With me, working the game, is my friend and associate, a former Blue Eagle player himself and coach of the Ateneo Blue Eaglets last year, Reyes.
Yes, thank you, Dick. I'd like to say good evening to all our televiewers. We're in for a great game. Nothing could be more dramatic than this, I feel, personally, being, as you mentioned, a Blue Eagle, a former Blue Eagle myself. What I wouldn't give to be in the places of the players right now, Dick.
I can imagine your feeling. And having played for the soccer team before in the NCAA, it's also a thrill for me to be sitting on the sidelines reporting the action to you. Of course, I've also had a few years of college in the University of the East, so actually I'm an alumnus of both UE and Ateneo. But of course, once you've been to Ateneo, Chot, you can testify to this. There's no way that you can shake off that Ateneo spirit.
Yes,
and I guess the fans out here are showing this.
And I think the thing that you mentioned, Dick, the Ateneo spirit, that undying fighting spirit that the Ateneans are known for, will really have to serve them in good stead in this game. Ateneo, as most people would are want to think, would come into this game as heavy favorites, being that they only have to win one stick. However, unknown to many, Ateneo is going into this game minus Danny Francisco, who has been their number one slot man. He unfortunately suffered collapsed lungs, Dick, and he had to be operated on, and is going to be lost for the remainder of the season.
So that is really a pity. It is a pity.
Ateneo is going into this match minus their pillar of strength in the middle. Of course, Eric Reyes and Alex Araneta are going to be there, but against Jericho Codinera, they're going to need Danny Francisco a lot. So really, the fighting spirit and the momentum will have to be with Ateneo in tonight's battle. If Ateneo doesn't win tonight, it's going to be very hard for them to wrap it up on the next game. They've got to win this one and finish the series tonight.
Well, they won't be wanting in terms of support from the entire Coliseum. As I pointed out earlier, thousands of Atenean fans are here at the Rizal Memorial to lend that much-needed moral support. Let's go through the starting lineups, Chot. We've got Araneta jumping against Codinera, and the rest of the starters are very well known to you.
Yes, at point guard it's Jun Reyes. Off guard is going to be manned by Nonoy Chuatico. Shooting forward is Joseph Canlas, and JV Gayoso will play power forward. In fact, both of them could be reversible. They could play either the power forward or the shooting forward slots. In the absence of regularly Dick, we're going to find Eric Reyes starting at power, but because he has to play center with the absence of Danny Francisco, Eric Reyes has to sit this out first at the start, and he's going to come in as relief for Araneta. On the other hand, for UE, a really strong powerhouse lineup. Vernie Villarias at at point guard. David Zamar off guard. Shooting forward with Marina, power forward, Vilmer, Banares. And at center, number one center maybe in the land, Jericho Codinera.
Here we go with the action. Jun Reyes setting up JB Gayosa. He drives in and lays it up. Using the glass for the icebreaker. JB Gayosa breaking the ice for the Blue Eagles. It's 3-0. Joe pointed out the power pack starters of the University of the East Warriors. All these players have seen action in the PABL ball club game. Now we've got a near equalizer by Barile. And a recovery under the hoop. Beautiful assist pass coming from Zamar, setting up Barile. Forward pass. Chuatico fires and misses. And we've got a recovery by Banares. Over to Barile on the left sideline. Barile with a lateral pass. Villarias. And there is a charge going against Barile as he counted into Canlas.
As usual, Joseph Canlas, we mentioned in our other telecasts of the games, Dick, Joseph Canlas could be the best guy in the UAP, the entire UAP at throwing the charge. He's not afraid. He's going to stand in your path and draw your full weight.
And that's precisely what Joey Canlas did in that last play. And we have a turnover. Gayoso now has it. Araneta jockeying for position. We've got a deflection by Villarias and an interception by UE.
Right off, UE showing us a different look. They're playing a zone, but box and one with only one guy on Chuatico. The other four guys are playing a zone.
What a good drive by Barile off JB Gayoso. He got the half step on Gayoso. 4-2 now for the Warriors. They have won 17 crowns in the UAAP, while the Ateneans are fighting for their first one. But they've won 5, or 15 rather, in the NCAA. These are the two winningest teams in both the NCAA and UAAP, and now they meet in the University League.
Yes, Ateneo now is going to be tested in the early going. Can they adjust to this box and one zone thrown at them by UE?
Okay, June Reyes all the way to Gayoso. He fires a jumper, and they've got the whistle blowing. There is a foul away from the ball.
Barile, he's the man assigned to check Nonoy Chuatico.
That'll be foul number 2 against Barile, and he'll have to watch it. 4-2 is a count. 3 team fouls committed by UE. There's a drive and the layup, but a miss. A miss by Chuatico.
Sorry, miss.
It was a good move. Villarias now with a head and shoulder fake. He's got a good outside shot, so they'll have to watch him. Zamar with a jumper. Air ball attempt. Canlas lets it go out. With the backcourt throw in for the Blue Eagles. 2-point advantage by UE. June Reyes moving into the front court. The bounce pass to Gayoso. Over to Araneta. And there's another interception. Telegraph passes. And we've got a foul in the front court by Chuatico as he bumped into Jerry Codinera.
Codinera and Chuatico are going to be teammates in the Magnolia squad in the Pay Build.
Right, and right away there's a foul by Chuatico on Codinera. The only way to stop him was to come into contact with Jerry. And we've got a front court throw in for UE.
Right off, we've seen 3 frustrated offensives by Ateneo. They're trying to work the ball inside against the zone. I really think, Dick, against the zone, the better option would be to take an outside shot.
Nobody coming in for that rebound, and Jerry Codinera anticipated the bounce and scores 6-2. The Ateneo Blue Eagles frozen in their tracks. They did not move for that loose ball, and they paid the price. 4-point lead now for UE as June Reyes signals the play. There's a cut, and another interception by Codinera this time. Outlet pass, Zamar laying up and missing a close contact. Spotted by referee Rado Mercado. Slow start by Ateneo. 4 turnovers immediately. And
Yes.
UE has cashed in. We've got a timeout requested by the Blue Eagles. They trail 2-6 and will return shortly. Seconds gone by in this exciting championship title fight between two outstanding university quintets, the Ateneo Blue Eagles, who need only win once, and the UE Warriors, who have won so many times. They're multi-title champions in the UAAP. Zamar converts on his first of 2 charities. It's 7-2. 2 for 2 from the line by Zamar. Very experienced UE Warrior quintet starting out.
Full-court press thrown by UE now.
Reyes from the outside. He misses. And Rudy Gayoso could not maintain position off Codinera. 6-point lead for UE. 3 minutes gone by. Zamar sets up Banares. He's got a good outside shot. Also, Banares punts him in. And now it's 10-2. Calling the shots on the UE bench is Roel Nadorata, a former member of champion quintets of UE. And he's assisted by Tito Varela. Outside try is a failure. Ateneo forced to take the outside shot. Zamar fumbles the ball away and fails to retrieve it at the baseline. 8-point lead for the UE Warriors as Eric Reyes comes in for that much-needed firepower.
Yes,
Tito Alitan is calling the shots on the Ateneo bench.
Ateneo is taking their shots in a hurry. They've got to be more patient, work the ball around, and try to break the zone.
Right, we mentioned Kiko. It's Chris, Kiko's son, who's calling the shots. Kiko was an outstanding heavy bomber and Olympian in his own time. Gayosa gets the opening. They're baiting them into taking the outside shots. Gayosa with the layup, and there is a whistle by both officials. We've got Luke Peñalosa working the game with Radon Mercado. A foul by Codinera in that drive-in play by JB. He should be taking 2 charities at the southern basket.
We can gauge how surprised Coach Kalilan was with the move of Coach Nadurata by the fact that he called a very early timeout, which means that he totally did not expect the box and one defense that Coach Nadurata would throw at him.
And that's the reason for this response now. We have Eric Reyes coming in. The outside shooters of the Ateneo are not clicking. It's 10-4 right now with Gayoso getting all the 4 points. Villarias setting up Banares. Banares spotting from the outside and converting. He's got a very steady outside shot. Reyes moving in. The bounce pass. Araneta. But there was a foul on the play going against Villarias that time. It'll be a sideline throw-in for the Blue Eagles in their own front court. But that will be the 15th foul against UE versus 2 by the Blue Eagles. 4 minutes gone by, and here a deception on that inbound. And June Reyes takes advantage of Villarias not crowding him that time, collecting on an open shot.
Villarias had to pay the price for going for the steal. He wasn't successful, so he left Reyes open.
Banares a little uncertain, picked up by Eric Reyes, who turns around, fires, and misses. And it's J.B. Gayoso for that recovery into the front court by Gayoso. He may go in all the way. He is blocked off the top of the ball. Blocked by Codinera. And now it's Barile for the layup too. Gayoso should have passed off. It's 14-6 now. Reyes sees the opening. Both team miscalculates. And UE on a fast break again. Zamar to Banares. Banares fires and misses. Loose ball tapped over to Chuatico. 2-on-2 situation. Chuatico swings around, sets up Reyes for the back shot. He misses, and it's Codinera controlling.
Tough miss. It was a
wide situation thrown away by Ateneo. And we got an interception. Gayoso saves the ball. He taps it over to Reyes. Reyes goes in. Reyes, that's it. Set up by June. Beautiful assist by June Reyes. Now it's 14-8, and the lead is cut down to 6.
If Ateneo has any advantage in this ballgame, that they have a deeper bench. So they're going to try to run UE to the ground.
And that's precisely what's happening right now. In the foreground, you can see the Ateneo cheerleaders egging on a babbling battalion. Good move by Villarias, a tip-in and a failure by Codinera. Recovery by Barile. Codinera now setting up Banares. He sets and misses. And there is a foul by June Reyes. Or is it Gayoso? Both of them were involved in that play.
On Reyes.
It is June Reyes collecting his first arm contact. And J.B. Gayoso moves out for Joey Nieto.
Dick, the problem here, every time the ball was taken, a shot was taken, Alex Araneta was nowhere to be found underneath the basket. He's too far away from the ball. He's got to be there to get the defensive rebound.
The Blue Eagles are feeling the absence of Danny Francisco at the moment. He has been very steady on defense, blocking and getting those rebounds. 15-8 is a count on the first hit by Villarias. It's a 7-point advantage for UE. Well, Nadurata signaling play number 3. The second is also in.
They're going to press, Dick.
It's a full court press by UE. And here is June Reyes breaking out of that press, going to Araneta. Araneta banking one and missing. The follow-up is good by Nieto. Barile was wide open, signaling for the pass, but too late. They didn't spot him in time. Now it's 16-10, and the lead is cut down to 6 points again. Barile sidestepping, laying up, and missing. There's a tip-in by Codinera. A lot of power by Jerry Codinera. 18-10. Now it's Chuatico in the front court for Ateneo. Cross-court pass. Fires and collects a 3-point shot. The first triple of the ball game. It's 18-13. UE's lead cut down to 5.
Villarias trying to get the defensive rebound.
Villarias pushing out. There is a foul going against Codinera. He was caught pushing off in that loose ball play. And that will be the 16th foul against UE. And the first contact by Jerry Codinera.
That was a good break. Nick Codinera was very open, wide open underneath for the follow-up.
He was caught pushing off. He thought he'd gotten away with it, but it was spotted by the officials. 18-13, a 5-point advantage. Codinera is world-wise in those tricks. Reyes for a triple. It bounces out, and Barile with a beautiful outlet pass. Villarias with a change of pace, but he misses. And we've got a loose ball recovered by Reyes. Good hustle. A lot of hustle there by Jones. He sets up Nieto under the hoop. He is blocked.
There's been a foul there.
Codinera is taking the ball away from him. Give and go. There's a layup on the hit by Villarias. Set up there by Barile. Now the count is 20-13. UE by 7. Blue Eagles starting slow again. Top napping by the UE Warriors. A miss, and Codinera again. Triggering off another UE fast break. Zamar under the hoop. Villarias wide open.
What a break by you.
Lack of concentration on defense by Ateneo. 22-13. Biggest lead, 9 points by UE. They've got a lot of championship experience behind them. And UE has perennially figured in the finals of the UAAP. A miss, and no fall on the play. Chuatico hitting the deck, give and go. And the ball is tapped out. Here's a turnover, stepping on the baseline by Zamar. And it'll be a backcourt throw-in for the Ateneo Blue Eagles with the first timeout requested by UE. We'll return right after this.
Here's a medically accepted daily nutrition formula for growing children. Sustagen was formulated based on doctors' advice that effective nutrition requires all the essential nutrients at the right amount. The formula is right in this can. 23 resistential builders. This makes Sustagen an ideal health drink for children. Sustagen, formulated by nutritionists. Recommended by doctors. From Mead Johnson, world leader in nutrition.
Capture those precious moments in your life. Join Nescafe Master Roast and Nescafe Decaf Moments in Motion.
Get a chance to win any of 20 Sony Video 8 cameras.
20 color TV.
To join, write your name, address, promo name, and signature at the back of foil seals. Drop or mail entries. You can capture those precious moments on video and enjoy them over and over again.
Nescafe Master Roast, Nescafe Decaf, Moments in Motion.
This is the only Filipino beer acclaimed as one of the best beers in the world. San Miguel beer, one of the world's best beers.
Iba ang may pinagsamaan San Miguel beer. Pag ganitong mainit ang labanan, kailangan ko ng Sure Shot Protection ng Rexona Mask. Champion ng Rexona. For me, it's the longest lasting protection. Macho-macho pa ang amoy. Rexona won't let you down.
Coliseum is packed with Atenean fans. And this is reminiscent of the UP encounter when UP was hungry for a title about 3 years ago. Let's hope the action does not disappoint this big Ateneo crowd. Joey Canlas just got his first basket with a flank hit. Now it's 22-15. Codinera moves in, turns around, he is blocked. But he gets the rebound under the hoop. Banares misses. It's Nieto fighting for that loose ball, and there's a tap out by Zamar, or Villarias rather. The inbound Canlas back to Reyes. 7-point lead for UE. The pass going to Eric Reyes. He is open, but he missed on that one-handed flip.
This Jerry Codinera is not giving Ateneo any second chances.
Yes, he has been very steady off the glass. He has dominated the boards, and Zamar misses on a turnaround. He was wide open. Reyes setting up Nieto. Nieto with the left hander, he misses. And there's the ball being kept alive.
Again,
and finally Codinera getting it. Codinera controlling, showing why he is the best setter in the country today. A looper going to Zamar. Zamar crowded and fouled by Reyes. Second contact by June. He'll have to watch it. And Chris Kalila, it moves over to Racela, who will be coming in to give June Reyes a rest.
UE is going to what could be the weakest link in Ateneo's defense. Jun Reyes, or with the entry of Rosell, is going to be also in Rosell now, who's going to be taking on David Zamar, 6'1 or 6'2, as against the 5'7 point guards of Ateneo. So they're playing him low post, and it's going to be very hard for the Ateneo point guards to defend against this attack.
In the meantime, we have the first hit by Zamar, who has been very steady on the line, shooting at an off basket. It's 23-15 for UE. An 8-point lead during the first half, and another hit by Zamar. 24-15, again a 9-point lead for the Warriors. In the game, likewise, for the first time, is Jonko for the Blue Eagles. Nieto cutting for the basket. It's Joey Canlas. He is foul. Knee contact by Codinera. And that'll be foul number 3 against him. And that is going to cramp the style of the Warriors. We have a hurried replacement for Jerry Codinera. Juan Mariquit comes in. Codinera moves out. He was a real power off the boards.
Now it's Ateneo's opportunity to pound the boards, Dick.
Right.
In the absence of Codinera, they've got to be able to get offensive rebounds.
Rosell, in the meantime, has come in for Jun Reyes. Nieto gets a pass. He fires, and it's offline. It was Mariquit getting that first rebound of this. And here comes Zamar. Handing off to Bartolome. Villarias for a triple. Offline and short. Ball bounces out of the baseline for a turnover.
Ateneo will have to spot the mismatch down low. Eric Reyes is being guarded by Vilmer Banares at the low post. I think they can dump the ball to Eric Reyes and he can score.
There's a switch. Mariquit has taken over Reyes. And there is a foul on the play going against
Mariquit.
Mariquit was trying to muscle Eric Reyes out of position, but he paid for it with a foul, his first.
UE is showing us multiple defenses, Dick. Earlier on, they had the box and one, and then they went on a zone press. Now they're going on a sort of floating man-to-man. So Ateneo with Rosell, who's only in his rookie year, unused to championship pressure in the seniors. Of course, he's been in the championship team, the juniors, Dick.
Right.
However, unused to championship pressure in the senior division, he's got to realize and recognize right off what kind of defenses UE is putting up.
And try and counteract this, because he is the point guard now. Off guard is Joey Nieto. We've got a hit by Eric Reyes, his first point of the encounter. He was the outstanding player for Ateneo in their victory over De La Salle.
For me, he's going to be the pivotal player in this game, especially with the absence of Danny Francisco. Before Dick, Ateneo, what they did was Eric Reyes was fronting Codinera, and then Francisco was behind Codinera to prevent the lob passes. But now, with the absence of Francisco, Eric Reyes will really have to work double time.
We have a question.
I think it's the referees calling the attention of both coaches because of player reactions to referee calls, Dick.
That's right. And Coach Nadorata as well as Kalilan are briefing their players in order to prevent any untoward calls by the referees, because the referees are going to be very strict in this title fight. They need complete control because the emotions are going to be very, very intense.
Baricom head Romy Fernandez is calling the attention of the some members of in the audience, Dick. They're blowing their whistles, so the referees are getting confused as to whether it's the real officials, referees' whistles, or just a clock call.
Right. Eric Reyes splitting his charity. He's missing his second. It popped out. It's 24-16. Zamar confronted by Jonko. Makes his move in. Mariquit tries to power his way in, and he puts in a one-hander. 26-16. This is the biggest lead. 10 points by UE over Ateneo. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in this first half. UE getting the jump. Rosell for a triple. It's a little long, and Ateneo's not getting any second shots. Villarias moving around Rosell, driving him into a pick, and wide open hit by Bartolome that time, set up by Villarias.
Ateneo has no offense at all, Dick.
28-16. Jonko is given the open jump shot, and he sinks it. 28-18.
What UE is doing is they're daring Ateneo to beat them from the outside.
And that's a lower percentage offensive try. It's Villarias now against Vasela. They're putting pressure there. There is a foul on the play. Zamar was double teamed by Canlas as well as Nieto with a foul going against Nieto, it seems. So it'll be charities for Zamar, who has been very steady on the line.
What UE is doing on offense is that they're posting their point guards down low and forcing Ateneo to double team. If it's a Rosella against Villarias, he's got to get help to be able to stop him. So Chris Calilan counters by sending Chuatico in for Rosella. Chuatico is now going to play some point guard duty so that he could be able to play better defense against the point guards of UE who try to post down low.
It is a one-on-one matchup between the two coaches. And so far, Coach Roel Nadorata, who's had a lot of experience in the Middle East, has been taking the initiative in the battle of the bench. We've got Chuatico with the outlet pass all the way to Jonko. Jonko with the layup. Power drive by Jonko against Villarias.
Yes, you got it right there, Dick. The problem, UE has the advantage now here because Coach Nadorata has made Coach Calilan go on the reaction. It's now Nadorata's move and then Calilan's reacting to every move he makes.
And naturally, the coach who has the initiative would get the jump on the opposing team.
Coach Nadorata was the first one to pull a surprise, and that's made Calilan's job very reactive at this point.
28-20, an 8-point lead to attest to the fact that coach-wise, it has been Nadorata. There's a tap, and Villarias gets it. Over to Zamar, they regroup. UE Warriors playing solid basketball at this point. Bartolome for a triple. It was a surprise jumper, and this will be the biggest lead of UE. An 11-point advantage, 31-20.
They've
Nieto.
got to get it to Eric Reyes at the low post.
Jonko crowded. His pass was telegraphed. Canlas with a short try. It bounces, and it's Jonko getting a foul from Zamar. Ateneo will just have to tire out the veterans on the UE squad. As Troy pointed out, they have a shallower bench than the Blue Eagles, and this should be the ploy of Chris Calilan. Right now, only Jerry Codinera has been replaced together with Barile, the two starters of UE. He's conserving them for the more important action during the latter part of this first half as well as the second and final half.
Yes, because experience-wise, Ateneo is really at a disadvantage on 2 counts. First, UE is very used to championship pressure. Secondly, players of UE have been exposed to PABL competition a whole lot more than the Ateneo counterparts.
And PABL's experience has really honed them up. They're playing like veterans.
Yes, big crowds are nothing new to these UE players.
Okay, we have 8 minutes left and a 3-second call for a turnover. We have Ateneo inbounding and in possession behind by 9 points now, 31-22. Chuatico, crowded by Bartolome. Jonko giving it to Canlas in the corner. He takes the attempt and misses. John Mariquit pulls down that loose ball. Villarias for a triple. Bounces out and it's Banares.
Foul Banares.
Banares with a shove. And that'll be a penalty situation. Foul by Banares. It'll be 1-on-1. There's been a lot of that going on, and that's what we mean by experience.
Yes.
That if you have the experience, you can get away with a lot of shenanigans under the basket, particularly where you are so crowded that sometimes the referee can't spot the fouls.
Except, of course, Dick, if we have eagle-eyed referees like referee Peñalosa and Mariquit in this game.
That's right, and they're on top of the situation. Canlas making his first and earning his second. In the background, you hear that famous Halikinu cheer of the Ateneo Babbling Battalion. If sheer number wins a championship fight, then definitely the Blue Eagles should win this one because they have at least 3/4 of the Coliseum packed with blue and white cheerers.
Too bad the game is played on the hard court.
That's true. There's a flip and a miss.
Another foul could
by
be there by
Zamar,
Banares.
and there is a loose ball tap out. Canlas getting his last touch on the ball. 31-24, a 7-point lead enjoyed by the Warriors over the Blue Eagles. Jonko crowding Zamar. Villarias lost possession, but it's picked up by Bartolome. He fires and misses. And there is a tap out by Jun Mariquit. Outside for Ateneo. The Blue Eagles know that they're battling experience and a team that has a lot of exposure to championship battles in the UAAP.
Hard pass there by Chuatico, intended for JV Gayosa for a UE interception.
A miss by Villarias, and we've got a foul on the play going against Jonko. Arm contact by Jonko, but Ateneo
That puts them now in penalty.
is now in penalty situation, so that foul didn't count for a 1-and-1.
Too
It'll
bad.
be-
Yes, too bad, Dick, that Ateneo's been missing a lot of offensive opportunities.
Right, it'll be a front court throw-in for UE. Zamar inbounds to Villarias. Two seasoned backcourt men in the PABL. Bartolome back to Zamar with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. Zamar hands off to Villarias, but he's crowded. He can't take the outside shot. They have 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Villarias with a short stab, and the loose ball goes over to Jonko. Jonko may go in all the way. He sets up Chuatico. Very smart by Jonko. Unselfish play. He drew the man to him and set up the open layup for Chuatico. 31-26. Just a 5-point lead for UE. Mariquit using his heavier body in a power drive. 33-26.
Mariquit is providing the low post attack for UE with the absence of Codinera, Dick.
That's right. Gayoso powers his way in, but misses. He just came in. Didn't hit the right spot in the glass.
Yes, that was a good drive, though.
Villarias has it. Runs his man into a pick by Zamar. Villarias down the right flank. He stumbled. It'll be 1-and-1 for Vernie Villarias as Chuatico apologizes. It was a slip, really. We have a Blue Eagle timeout with a time down to 5:47 in this first half, and the Eagles trailing by 7, 33-26. We'll be back after this break.
Stand, relax, and have one on me.
Roger, den mother. Great.
Trouble with your refreshment system?
A negative.
Where is he?
Hi, boys.
Pepsi, the taste of a new generation. Your coffee and Coffee Mate.
Coffee Mate and your coffee go together in perfect harmony.
For the perfect flavor that's worth it. Coffee Mate, the perfect choice.
Coffee Mate and your coffee go together in perfect harmony. In your cup to give you perfect flavor every time.
This is the only Filipino beer acclaimed as one of the best beers in the world. San Miguel beer, one of the world's best beers.
Iba ang may pinagsamahan San Miguel beer.
Pag ganitong mainit ang labanan, kailangan ko ng sure shot protection ng Rexona mask. Champion ng Rexona. For me, it's the longest lasting protection. Macho-macho pa ang amoy.
Rexona won't let you down.
UE with Mariquit and Banares is a slower ball club now.
Right, Elia is in the game for the first time. This is Restituto Elia. A miss from the outside by Basa. And we have UE in the offensive. Elia is left open. Ateneo operating out of a man zone. A turnaround hit by Banares. Eases the pressure off somewhat. It's 35-30.
It's very hard to check Banares. You've got to take his shot at the back of his head. He's got to be defended behind his head. He's not going to be bothered even if there's a hand in front of him.
Right, Basa with a cross-court pass. Canlas is open. He moves in closer and snaps off a one-hander. 35-32. That's a sweet spot. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Leading the Ateneo fans, we have Senator Raul Manglapos, who composed that famous Pabilio cheer of the Ateneo, and also the victory song,
Fly high.
We have the president of the UAAP out here, also Father Raymond Holzer, and Brother James Dunn is in there also, cheering for the Ateneo team. They know that this is the first time that the Blue Eagles will have an opportunity to go home with the UAAP crown.
Foul there on Joseph Canlas after he bit into the fake of Vilmer Banares.
That's foul number 2 against Canlas. It'll be 1-on-1 for Banares. Both teams in penalty trouble as Araneta is briefed by Chris Calilan before coming in. Banares converts on his first and earns a second.
Yes, Coach Calilan will have to rest Eric Reyes, I feel, especially now that Codinera is also on the bench.
Also, prominently here watching this championship game is Executive Director of Project Gintong Alay, Joey Romasanta. A little tan, probably from either tennis or golf. He's enjoying the action. Outside miss by Chuatico. Ateneo has been missing badly from the outside.
Ateneo has been running terrible half-court offense. They're very successful on the break, but when it's a half-court game, they're having very poor execution. No pattern at all.
Except for Canlas, there have been no steady outside shooters for Ateneo. While UE has been getting those outside shots, as Zamar just showed you, it's 39-32. A 7-point lead opened up by the Warriors again. Chuatico over to Basa, the bounce pass, turn around by Reyes, he misses. But we have a loose ball foul against Elia as he crowded Gayoso from behind. It'll be 1-on-1 for JB Gayoso. Elia given a talking to by Coach Roel Nadorata.
Now we see Alex Araneta coming in for Joseph Canlas.
1-on-1 for JB Gayoso, and Ateneo has lost its earlier fire. Every time the game slows down, UE has been able to get away from the clutching hands or the claws of the Blue Eagles.
Yes,
but every time it speeds up, Chot, we find that the Eagles have a big advantage.
Their problems in the half-court offense stems from the fact that they don't have a genuine point guard on court. Chuatico is doing that job. So that's where Ateneo is having problems now.
Right. There is Senator Raul Manglapos. Talk about an Ateneo fan. He is one of them. A shot is counted, and we've got a foul on the play. Coming from JB Gayoso, Barile forced that shot up. It caught the hoop and sank, and it'll be a 3-point play for Barile. Jude Reyes comes back in for Chuatico. His outside shooting has not been working. 7-point lead could move up to 8 points with the bonus charity of Barile, another seasoned veteran of the PABL, playing for the UE Warriors. The others are Villarias, Zamar, Banares, and of course the national setter, Jerry Codinera, who is sitting on the bench cooling his heels with 3 fouls against him. 3 minutes left in this first half, and it's an 8-point lead for the UE Warriors. Gayoso takes the shot, short. He did not have the proper spring nor the proper position for that shot. The Blue Eagles forcing those shots now. Long cross-court pass. Villarias in an overload, fires and sinks it. It's a triple. That was a well-planned play by UE. Villarias is known for his outside shooting. So is Banares. 45-34, 11-point lead. And a miss. We've got Eric Reyes guilty of a charge that time as he barreled into Barile. It's an offensive foul by Eric Reyes.
Ateneo is not taking good shots at all. Very poor shot selection for Ateneo now.
And the stands are silent as UE moves into another offensive. Inside play with Barile, challenging 3 Eagles, and we've got a foot trap by Basa. That's a violation. It'll be out of bounds for UE. 2 minutes and 13 left in this first half. Villarias left open again, but this time he misses. The ball kept alive. We've got a foul by Banares. Banares is another important player for UE.
Yes, remember, Dick, UE has 2 3-point shootout finalists in their lineup. And we're talking of Vernie Villarias and Vilmer Banares. Both of them landed in the final 8 in the PABL 3-point shootout. So that shows you the kind of outside artillery this team has.
That'll be the second foul by Banares as Eric Reyes prepares for his charities. He only has a point in this game so far, and that ball trickles in. Extremely soft shot by Eric Reyes.
What should be bothering Coach Calilan right now is that UE is pulling away in spite of the fact that Jerry Codinera is sitting on the bench.
That is
for
ominous.
For the Warriors.
Again, Eric Reyes unable to get that second shot. And this time around, we have a foul by Araneta, so it'll be one-on-one for June Mariquit. Mariquit has been doing a terrific job filling in for Jerry Codinera. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left as Mariquit is given some words of advice by Codinera. This is Ildefonso Mariquit Jr. at 6'4" and 210 pounds. The alternate pivot man of UE. He's been doing a tremendous job.
Yes, Mariquit used to be a boxer, Dick.
And he has the physique for it.
Yes.
Second try by Mariquit is also in. This is the biggest lead by UE. 12 points, 47 to 35. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Reyes back in the contest. Gets it back from Gayoso. Looks for the open man. Gets a screen. Fires a bounce pass. And there's a turnover. Gayoso couldn't handle that bounce pass. They're trying to go in now.
I think it's time for Jeff Nieto to get it back into this ball game instead of Mel Basa.
Zamar for UE. They're playing it calm and cool, getting the jump on the Blue Eagles. Barile with a fake. The very shifty power forward. The bounce pass deflected out by Alex Araneta. 13 seconds left on the shot clock of UE.
UE is countering Ateneo's speed with very deliberate, well-planned executions, Dick. They're really taking their sweet time on offense.
They're a well-drilled aggravation, and they're showing it, especially on this slow break. Barile loses the ball on a tap, and it's Jun Reyes moving in. Reyes setting it up, missing. There's a foul. He was going too fast for his own good. Now it's Zamar with a semi-hook, which he fails to sink, and we've got a follow-up by Banares. 14-point lead now for UE, 49 to 35.
4-point swing.
Basa cannot move in. Jun Reyes in a crouch. Araneta makes his move in. He fires, misses. The tap goes back to Reyes for a triple. Bullseye! 49 to 38. First triple by Jun Reyes, and Ateneo really needed that. 11-point lead for UE. Zamar challenged by Jun Reyes. There's a foul by Zamar as he warded off Jun Reyes with his left arm.
Number 3 also for David Zamar.
The UE Warriors may be ahead, but the foul situation is starting to work against them with Jerry Codinera and Zamar nursing 3 fouls. Banares has 2. Villarias is number 10 on the UE squad. He's got 1, while Barile has 2. That's a foul situation as far as the veterans of UE are concerned.
We just saw Jeff Nieto and Nonoy Chuatico coming in for Basa and Gayoso.
Sorry miss by Jun Reyes, and there's a tap out by Mariquit. Araneta is challenging Mariquit now off the glass and doing a good job of it.
They've really got to be more aggressive on the boards.
There is Chris Kalila under the hoop. Oh, what a sorry miss by Eric Reyes. He was wide open.
He wanted to make too sure. He wanted to make it too sure.
Reyes, I think, is a little too uptight. He realized that he was the big difference in the last game against De La Salle, and right now he is over anxious. He's trying too hard. There's a beautiful reverse hit by Barile. Only 5 seconds left before the end of the half. Reyes takes a 15-foot shot, misses. Reyes is fouled on the play by Mariquit with 1.9 seconds to go. It'll be 1-1 for Eric Reyes.
The sorry misses, Dick. The sorry misses really have to hurt Ateneo a lot. First, we saw Jun Reyes miss a layup, which was followed by a great follow-up dunk, supposed to be by Araneta, who also missed it. Eric Reyes all by his own from underneath the basket, also missing a layup. And this is really going to count, especially as we approach the end game.
Codinera has just been placed back in an effort to control the rebound with 1.9 seconds to go. And Reyes misses. It's Barile holding on to it, and there's the halftime buzzer. With UE enjoying a 13-point lead, 51 against Ateneo's 38 after 20 minutes of action. The Blue Eagles and the Warriors are going to their dressing rooms to map out their strategy and tactics for the second and final half. Right now, let's pause momentarily for these reminders before we bring you the halftime scores. Senator Raul Manglapos has been given an Ateneo jacket and has been requested to lead the cheers the Blue Babbling Battalion, and there's a big streamer there that says, "We are number one, the Blue Eagles." The first time that Ateneo will have an opportunity to make that claim behind at halftime. But they're going to get a lot of inspiration from Raul Manglapos.
Got to take off the rust, Dick, over the years.
That's right. He used to be one of the outstanding cheerleaders of the Ateneo. There is a great roster of former cheerleaders.
We'll pick up his panels thereafter.
Raul Manglapos himself worked on tell you, he still got that old gumption. And while the players are working out and mapping out their tactics for the second and final half, we've also got the Eagle out there, that great symbol of the blue and white. He is an authentic monkey-eating eagle as Senator Raul Manglapos moves back to the presidential box, greeted by Father Raymond Holcher and Brother James Dunn, of course, in a great cheerleading performance. You're back with us here at halftime, and we're all set to bring you the breakdown of the halftime scores with Chuat Reyes. Chuat?
Yes, for the leading team, the UE Warriors, we have on top with 11 points, Conrado Barile. And then after him is Vilmer Banares at 10 points, 9 points for Vernie Villarias, 6 points apiece for the surprising June Mariquit. David Zamar, 6 points. Alfredo Baltarumen, 5 points with 1 triple. And then 4 points for Codinera, who had to sit out the majority of the half because of foul trouble. He incurred his third foul even before the 10-minute mark of the first period. On the other hand, that was a total of 51 points for UE. On the other hand, for Ateneo, 38 points. Leading them is J.V. Gayoso and Joseph Canlas, both with 6 points apiece. 5 points for Jun Reyes and Jeff Nieto. 4 points for Mel Basa, Eric Reyes, and Haj Jonko. And Nonoy Chuatico, the leading scorer, only 2 points in the first half. This could be a very important factor. Nonoy Chuatico, they've got to get his points, especially on the zone thrown by UE at Ateneo. He's got to score more for only a very low total of 38 points for Ateneo. The other stats, Dick, 3 points, both squads have hit 2 out of their 3-point tries. The big difference is in the 2-point area where UE has scored 17 out of 28 from the field for a high 61% average. On the other hand, Ateneo only 11 out of 24 for at most fair 46% from the field. Free throws practically even, 11 out of 14 for UE, 79%. 10 out of 13 for Ateneo at 77%. So up and down, looking up and down the stats, Dick, the difference has been 2-point field goals. And if we have a shot chart, we find out that most of UE's points have come inside the paint. They're killing Ateneo underneath the basket.
While UE has been able to penetrate, Ateneo has not been able to bring that ball into that shaded area. Then they've been failing miserably from the outside. There's a tap out for a re-jump. Rules referee Nick Peñalosa.
In a word, Dick, the difference in the first half was really experience. UE's experience both on with championship pressure and the PABL exposure really paying off.
But UE will have to watch out because a lot of their veteran players are saddled with fouls. Mariquit scores on a short stab, and he is fouled for a 3-point play opening up the second and final half.
Again, Jun Mariquit lording it over Alex Araneta,
who towers over him by a couple of inches.
At least.
Good bounce on that try for a completed 3-point play by Mariquit. Chuatico is back on the lineup for the Blue Eagles. He takes the
Another
outside
poor shot.
Under the hoop, it's Eric Reyes getting the loose ball and following up for two.
Ateneo is not even working the ball around on offense, Dick.
They're taking prematurely fast shots without coming in and working on a pattern.
Charging.
We've got a charge on the play going against Barile. That'll be foul number 3 against him. And again, it's Joey Canlas who drew the foul from the veteran Barile. That's going to really hurt later on because one more foul on Barile and he will be crippled. It's 54 to 40 at the moment, a 14-point lead enjoyed by UE. Jun Reyes. 18 seconds left on the shot clock as Joey Canlas takes the jump shot and sinks it. 54 to 42. Could be the start of a Blue Eagle rally, but it's very early in the second half to tell. Elia, younger brother of George, another point guard for the UE Warriors. Banares inside to Mariquit. Mariquit being muscled out. He is blocked. He forced the shot. And we've got a loose ball lost at the baseline for a turnover in favor of Ateneo.
Elia was trying to gain control of the level, but he was stepping on the line as he was doing so.
Good help defense given to Alex Araneta that time around. Canlas fires and misses. And we've got a recovery by Elia.
Again, one pass offense by Ateneo. The defense of U isn't even moving.
Elia moves in, lays up, sinks it. And we've got 56 to 42 on the scoreboard as Eric Reyes fires and banks it in. 56 to 44, good assist pass coming from June Reyes. 56 to 44, UE by 12 again. And Eric Reyes snags a missed shot. Here comes Chuatico with a layup. Yes! Streaking home for the hit, 56 to 46.
Yes, that fast break was made possible by good defense. Ateneo will have to clamp down on defense.
2 minutes gone by in the second half, and the Blue Eagles are behind by 10. They have gained 3 points so far in the second half. And again, the slow break is in progress with Banares missing. Araneta controlling Reyes.
Good pass.
A beautiful outlet pass. Chuatico unable to handle it for a turnover.
That's why coaches will tell players always catch the ball with 2 hands, no matter how sure the catch should have seen.
Another golden opportunity thrown away. Barile under the hoop. There is the whistle. We've got contact on the play. Going against could be Canlas. And that will be Joey Canlas' 3rd foul.
UE is getting their points inside by rotating a few men in the paint. After 1 or 2 cuts, we see another guy from low post flashing towards the middle, getting an entry pass and then penetrating, going for the basket.
That's what experience will give you. All those moves.
Again,
Barile getting a second try. He banks it and misses.
Araneta nowhere to be found.
Mariquit will be given credit for that shot. 58 to 46. June Reyes over to Chuatico. They're trying to give it to Eric at the low post. We've got Canlas firing and scoring, but the shot is nullified. We've got a foul away from the ball going against Mariquit. That's foul number 3 against Mariquit. And a lot of UE Warriors are starting to get into foul trouble now. 58 to 46, inside pitch. Reyes with a short stab, assisted by June Reyes. 58 to 48. And again, it's Eric Reyes proving to be the difference now for the Blue Eagles. Banares fakes, drawing Eric Reyes out, and he converts as Chuatico was a little too far off to prevent that jumper. 68, or rather 70. 60 to 48, rather. The scoreboard a little slow in registering the score. Reyes with a beautiful setup again for Eric, rather. June Reyes with the assist.
But Ateneo can't play baskets. They've got to stop.
60 to 50 is a count. A 10-point lead opened up again. Villarias, one-handed try is good.
Shot.
The inbound to June Reyes. He streaks in, fakes, passes back to Joey Canlas. Out again to Chuatico. 3-point try by Chuatico is short. It's Eric Reyes controlling off Banares. Back to Chuatico. He tries again and misses again. And it's Araneta getting the rebound. Following up with a jump shot that trickles in.
Chuatico trying to take his 3-pointer too much. Got to
62.
work the ball in.
to 52. A 10-point lead again for UE. But Ateneo has not been able to come close. Barile makes his move in. Set up for Mariquit. Nobody there to cover Mariquit.
That's 11 points already for Mariquit.
64 to 52.
He's not even supposed to score half that much, Dick.
All right. And he's been giving Jerry Codinera that much-needed rest. Canlas overshooting, and we've got Reyes getting the offensive rebound and following up, 64 to 54. 15 minutes and 15 seconds left in this final half. Elia signaling the play. Cross-court pass goes to Barile. Barile against Canlas. Banares. Ball is tapped away. Recovered by Banares. He takes a triple and misses. Ball picked up by Elia. Elia from the flank sinks it. Ateneo's defense is tight for the first shot, but very loose for the second. And UE has been getting those all-important tries. Araneta. Guilty of... Now he was fouled on the play, it looks like, as he got the rebound. Could be Mariquit again. And if it is Mariquit's foul, it'll be his fourth. So far, the scoreboard hasn't registered it. Elia moves out of the game now. And coming in is Zamar. Front court throw in for Ateneo. Reyes over to Eric. He is open again. Left and mark. 66 to 56.
But Eric Reyes and Alex Araneta must get the rebound.
A short stab by June Mariquit again.
No defense at all.
68 to 56. There's a tap out by Banares, handled last by Joy Canlas for a turnover. UE coming down very quickly to try and thwart those fast breaks of Ateneo. 12-point advantage for the UE Warriors. Zamar.
Watch UE setting up their offense. They're just walking the ball, working the ball very well around the perimeter.
Villarias running his man into a pick by Barile. Moving around again. It's Chuatico. And Zamar getting away from June Reyes.
Posting him down low.
Now it's a 14-point lead, 70 to 56. The Blue Eagles unable to dent that lead at all. Taking the hurried outside shot most of the time. Eric Reyes retrieves one in the corner. Out again to Canlas. The pass by June Reyes intercepted by Banares. Banares spinning around his man. 4-on-1 situation. Banares on a give and go, but he misses, and there's a foul on the play. Going against, it could be Canlas. And if it is Canlas, it'll be foul number 4 against him.
We're seeing now Jet Nieto coming in for Alex Araneta.
And June Reyes
also,
likewise.
yes, J.V.
takes a
Coyote
risk.
for June Reyes.
We've got a UE player on the court, Banares, catching his breath after getting a foul earlier.
I think he got hit on his knee.
14-point lead for the UE Warriors, and it'll be 2 cherries for Banares. This will be the biggest lead enjoyed by UE over the Blue Eagles. UE has to win twice over Ateneo to be able to win the championship in the UAAP Senior Division, while Ateneo need win only once after racking up a 13-1 record, dropping only 1 game against UP on opening day. Ateneo has defeated the UE Warriors twice, by 1 point the first time around and by 3 in the second encounter. But tonight they're having difficulty. Short lob by J.B. Gayoso, 72 to 58. It's a 14-point lead again for UE. Biggest lead earlier at 16. Cross-court pass, Banares. Over to the cutting Barile. Barile pursued. There's a tap out by Nieto.
17 seconds on the shot clock.
Time down to 13 minutes and 15 seconds in the ball game. Crowded shot taken by Banares. And it's Chuatico. Dribbling home. Nieto back to Chuatico. He is fouled by Villarias. And that'll be foul number 4 against the UE Warriors in the second half against 3 fouls by the Ateneo. Villarias with 2 contacts against him.
Time for Jerry Codinera to get into the ball game. The next dead ball is going to come in.
Canlas in the meantime misses. And we've got Villarias getting the back from Zamar. He takes a three-point try and sinks it. Clean hit by Vernie Villarias, 75 to 58. Biggest lead, 17 points by the UE Warriors. 45 to go. And we've got a loose ball recovered by Chuatico. He is fouled, though, before he's able to release. We have a timeout called by the Blue Eagles as Jerry Codinera comes in for June Mariquit. And we'll be back right after this. Blue Eagles will really have to get fired up. They've got to increase the tempo of the ball game. And every time they do this, they manage to come as close as possible to the UE lead. Although UE has been able to control the pace of the game. Eric Reyes, very tense, very tight.
At this stage, Dick, with only 8 minutes gone in the first half, in the second half, you already has had 5 offensive rebounds, but all of them were converted, so that's a big 10 points right there.
None for 2 by Eric Reyes, and he didn't follow his miss in for a possible recovery. Elia crowded by Canlas. Zamar has it. Zamar taps it over to Elia again. They're weaving that ball around the outside perimeter, trying to jumble up the Ateneo defenses. Three-point try is a failure, and there's a tap out by Barile. Rather by Bartolome. Beautifully called game by Roel Nagurata so far. He has been taking advantage of his superior status. It's JB Gayoso, blocked again. Loose ball. Gayoso fakes, fires, and misses. And there's a foul on the play. They're trying to get that 4th foul on Jerry Codinera. And Gayoso went in and tried to bait him into the foul. But the foul goes against Elia, it seems.
The experience of Codinera, he knew he had 3 fouls. He just waited for the shots of Gayoso in the air, making sure no contact was involved.
But that foul has placed Yui in penalty situation with 11 minutes and 36 seconds to go in this second half.
Yes, Ateneo now will have to cash in on this. They've got to make their charities. They've been missing a lot of foul shots.
Ateneo only has 3 fouls. That's a 3rd straight miss from the line by the Blue Eagles.
Pressure, Dick.
A lot of pressure on all the Blue Eagles tonight. Jun Reyes is standing by to come in. Second try by J.B. Gayoso is on the way and in the basket. 77 to 61, the lead cut down to 16. Now we have Zamar at point guard for UE. Elia fakes, hands up to Zamar. Bartolome takes a shot and misses. Loose ball recovered by Canlas. Canlas on a fast sprint into the front court. His pass deflected out. It was deflected out by referee Peñalosa. Did not see it. And he awards it to UE. Tough break. Bartolome lobs a pass to Codinera. He powers his way in. Well executed penetration by UE.
Once Codinera gets the ball that deep, it's hard for him. He's gonna be unstoppable down there.
79 to 61, an 18-point advantage is his biggest lead. Eric Reyes is open. He lays it in.
So Eric Reyes is constantly answering for Ateneo.
79 to 63, but he'll need a lot of support, that's for sure. Inside play again, low post by Codinera. He gets it back, turns around, that's a sweet spot. He sinks it using the glass. Eric Reyes gives it back to Chuatico. And Bartolome again harasses the point guard of the Blue Eagles. It's been working so well. Gayoso loses the ball, no foul, but Eric Reyes gets a bad pass. And this time around, we've got a foul by Reyes. We have a turnover, a 14 foul against Ateneo.
Ateneo is losing their composure. They've got to stay calm. The ball game is still within reach.
81 to 63, UE by 18. And now we have Jun Reyes, Jet Nieto, Alex Araneta, J.B. Gayoso, and Eric Reyes on court for the Blue Eagles against Zamar, Bartolome, Codinera, and Elia. Elia set up there beautifully by Jerry Codinera.
Yes.
Banares is the 5th man.
Jun Reyes double teamed on Codinera and he found Elia free.
Nieto on a hurried shot. They're not waiting to get the good open shot. They're panicking now. It's a 20-point lead opened up by UE. Zamar. Again, working the slow break. Going to the low post with Jerry Codinera. Watched closely by Alex Araneta. Codinera crowded. His pass bouncing off the chest of Bartolome. Gayoso over to June Reyes on the inbound for Ateneo. Big 20-point lead enjoyed by UE. Again, a hurried shot, but this one is good. It's a triple by Nieto. Trying to fire up the Blue Eagles. 83 to 66. Lead cut down to 17.
This game is going to be won on defense. Nick Ateneo does not have any semblance of it at this point.
From the flank. A miss by Elia. Eric Reyes now. Over to Nieto. Reyes. June moving in. Crowded. He sneaks a shot up and in. 5 points strung up by the Blue Eagles. Could be the start of a rally. And we have a foul. A pushing foul going against UE. That would be the fourth foul. Well, it'll be the third foul, rather. Against Banares. We have a timeout called by UE with 9 minutes and a second to go in the second and final half, and we'll be back right after this break. And Barile with 3 fouls each. Villarias is all set to come in. He likewise has 3 fouls against him. 3-point play completed by June Reyes. 83 to 69. The lead cut down to 14. Blue Eagles have to follow this up now. Zamar over to Bartolome. Inside to Banares. Banares with a surprise try, and it's June Reyes getting the loose ball, moving into the front court, and there's a foul on the play by Elia.
That time, Alex Araneta did the right thing. When the shot of Ateneo of UE went off the mark, Araneta forgot about going for the rebound. Instead, he put the body on Codinera and boxed him out effectively.
That's one way of contributing to the team effort. Even though you don't get the rebound yourself, you create a situation helping your teammates get to the loose ball.
Yes.
Reyes was fouled. It's 1-on-1, and he sinks the first goal in a second. The rally continues. 8 straight points now. No, let's say 7 straight points now for Ateneo. And this could be the 8th. It is. 8-0 blitz by the Blue Eagles, and the lead is cut down to 12 points.
We're going to look for UE to go to Jerry Codinera again at this point.
Bartolome all the way to Zamar, and you can hear the cheer in the background. Get that ball. Codinera firing and sinking it.
Great shot, great shot.
A clutch hit by Jerry Codinera. June Reyes to Jet Nieto, a triple try, and a miss. And we've got a follow-up by Araneta, but we've got a foul spotted on the play. A foul going against J.B. Gayoso that time.
Nieto is taking his shot with no single Blue Eagle under the basket.
They are hurrying it up too much.
And it's not as if the game is lost. There's 8 minutes left. They're only 14 points down.
85 to 71. And Ateneo has just committed its 15th foul. Where the UE Warriors are playing solidly as a team, the Blue Eagles are trying to do it one by one.
They're losing the cohesion that they displayed in the elimination.
That's right.
The cohesiveness that got them this far.
They've won 13 straight matches in the UAAP. What a block by Eric Reyes. Recovery made by June Reyes. Reyes loses the ball on a tap out by Barile.
No one shouting behind.
The Blue Eagles very much in the battle, behind by 14, but still full of spunk and gumption. Inbound pass goes to Eric Reyes. Jet Nieto has it, trying to give it to June Reyes. Reyes moving around, setting up Eric. Eric banks one in. Another beautiful team up by June and Eric Reyes.
Yes, it's been the two Reyeses all along, offense and defense.
85 to 73, the lead cut down to 12. 7.5 to go. Barile out again to Bartolome.
Walking.
Bartolome travels for a turnover. And this could fire up and continue the Ateneo rally. They've got to get within less than 10 points to really make an impact on the UE defenses. UE has been playing cool, controlled basketball. Nieto for a triple. Boga!
That was a good shot, Dick. They swung the ball around, Nieto got it for 3, and he had rebounders underneath in case of a miss.
And now the lead is cut down to just 9. The whole Coliseum exploded that time. We've got a foul by Araneta on Codinera.
Yes, even with that foul, Araneta's doing the right thing. He must prevent the ball getting into Codinera's hands. He's got to front him. Once Codinera gets the ball at the low post, it's very hard to stop Jerry.
That's a third foul by Alex Araneta. Zamar inside to Jerry Codinera. He hooks and misses. Araneta gets the ball. Good defense by Alex Araneta. Jet Nieto waiting. He's in a sweet spot. Doesn't want to take the shot. Cross-court pass. Araneta scoring. Assisted by Nieto. What a play. 85-78. The Blue Eagles are flying high. 7-point lead for the UE Warriors. What a recovery the Blue Eagles have gotten.
The key here is tough defense.
Alex Araneta has suddenly sparkled and come into his own against Jerry Codinera. There is a pass to Jerry. Codinera waiting for the cutters. There's a cheer. Get that ball. And there's a charge by Bartolome.
Oh,
Reyes.
Reyes twisted his ankle, Dick.
He stomps it off. It'll be a turnover, and June Mariquit will be coming in.
He's hurting, but nothing's going to stop him from playing right now.
This is a gamble now for Roel Nadurata, putting his big men, June Mariquit and Jerry Codinera, in to control the rebounds. 85-78, Ateneo in the offensive. And in the rally, we've got Nieto firing and scoring. 85-80. Fantastic recovery by the Blue Eagles. 5:55 to go. And there's a bobble, a traveling violation by Jerry Codinera. Now UE is starting to panic. They feel the pressure as the Blue Eagles continue with their onslaught. The whole Coliseum is on its collective feet.
Now the point guard should tell his teammates to relax. They're within striking distance. Still 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
Plenty
No
of
need
time.
to hurry. Work for a good shot.
UE has dominated the contest so far, but they're starting to crumble. And we've got a rebound by Araneta. He is
Foul on
fouled.
Codinera. Foul on Codinera.
Picks up foul number 4. Araneta with a fantastic rebound. Alex Araneta battling Jerry Codinera on an equal footing.
Dick, it's as if I'm feeling Danny Francisco's presence in this ball game. He's willing his partner, Alex Araneta, on.
Danny Francisco suffered a collapsed left lung. He's at St. Luke's, and I'm sure that his entire family is cheering for the Blue Eagles tonight. And very likely his teammates are also dedicating this ball game to him. Alex Araneta for a 1-and-1. He scores and earns a second try, and the lead is cut down to just 4. A trip to Hong Kong is awaiting the Ateneo Blue Eagles, courtesy of the Ateneo Alumni Association. And I understand a whole barrel full, I think a whole truckload of beer will be at the Loyola Heights, ready for a victory celebration.
Still a long ways off, Dick.
I know. June Mariquit to Codinera as UE tries to regain its composure. There's the get the ball cheer. A lot of pressure now in UE.
Mismatch at low post. It's Zamar against Reyes at the low post.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. Zamar is fouled.
That's a bad foul by Nieto.
Nieto picking him up, and it'll be 2 charities for Zamar.
There were just 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and Zamar was going to take a spinning turnaround jumper, which if he made it, well, you can't do anything about it. They shouldn't have fouled him anymore.
Okay, Jet Nieto collects foul number 2. No player in foul trouble on the Ateneo side. A miss by Zamar. This jam-packed stadium is willing the Ateneo Blue Eagles to get back into this championship match.
Like we said, Dick, if Ateneo is going to win this, it's going to be their spirit that's going to carry them through.
And it's sheer force of numbers, really. Hardly any UE fans can be spotted in this gigantic crowd. Zamar misses again, and it's June Reyes. All the way to Chuatico. He's wide open for the layup. 85 to 83. Just a 2-point lead now by UE. What a recovery. UE has been nailed to 85 for more than 3 minutes now. And there is a recovery. A jump forced on Zamar. The UE players are very tired. They've only gone to something like 7 or 8 players. And we have a timeout called by Roel Nadorata. The count is 85 for UE, 83 for Ateneo, with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to play. We'll be back shortly.
Yes, Ateneo is now within 2 points, and this came from a 20-point bubble, Dick.
Right. There is a tap, the loose ball picked up by Villarias. He tries a triple and misses. Loose ball over to June Reyes. Reyes moving in. A pass deflected, intended for Chuatico.
Should have taken the layup. June Reyes should have taken the layup.
That was a beautifully defended fast break by the UE Warriors. They wanted to break up the play, and they did. They scurried down court and tapped the ball out. Possible equalizer still in the hands of the Blue Eagles now.
Nonoy Chuatico seems to have twisted his ankle, Dick.
Chuatico was going to be the intended receiver that time. It'll be a flat court throw-in for Ateneo. Jet Nieto prepares to inbound. He gives it to Eric Reyes. Hands off to June. June Reyes sidesteps, lays up, misses. A follow-up by Araneta, and we've got a foul by Zamar.
Yes, what's happening, Dick? That happened also a few times before when June Reyes penetrates and leaves his man. Codinera is forced to help out. And when Codinera goes for the help defense, he leaves Alex Araneta to pound the boards offensively for the follow-up.
Alex Araneta is playing the game of his life. We've not seen him so aggressive in the past.
Yes, really intense.
But he gets a bad break and misses on the first of 2 charities. Eric Reyes goes over to him to tell him to calm down and get the second. Just a 2-point lead by UE. Araneta fires, and this one is short. Banares comes down with possession. 4.5 to go. Still
Lost
plenty of
opportunity
time.
there to tie.
Banares inside to Codinera. The ball is tapped away, and it's Eric Reyes.
Foul on Villarias.
Fouled by Villarias. Referee Rado Mercado spotting that body contact by Villarias, and this time it's Eric Reyes going to the line one-on-one. 13 team fouls committed by UE against 7 by Ateneo, both teams in penalty situation.
All important charities for Ateneo now. Eric Reyes has been missing a few since the early parts of the game.
You know, everybody's standing up from the reserve section all the way up to the bleachers. They're waiting for the equalizers. Eric Reyes since the first. Within 1 point. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. One more charity for Eric Reyes. He's been the pillar for the Blue Eagles. And that's the equalizer. It's 85 all from a 20-point deficit.
One stop is all Ateneo needs now.
Okay, their defense have tightened, and the Blue Eagles are back in the game. Back to square one. Barile. There's a foul by Eric Reyes. It'll be a 1-and-1 on the play. Eric was trying to crowd his man. And it'll be Banares, who is one of the more consistent shooters of UE, going to the line.
We can chalk this up as 2 points already for
That's
UE.
right. Number 16 man is Banares of UE, a veteran of the PABL. He misses, though, and it's Araneta pulling it down.
Power rebound.
He really stretched out for that one. 4 minutes left as June Reyes moves in, sees the opening. He is blocked. There's a tap and a save by Chuatico at the baseline. Outside to Nieto. He takes a 15-foot jumper, misses. And there's a recovery by Banares over to Villarias. A bad pass. Jerry Codinera saves it. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's all tied at 85. And the Ateneo fans are cheering for their team to get that ball inside to Villarias. Villarias spins around. There's a foul by Chuatico. Villarias will go to the line, 1-on-1. 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Ateneo has not led after the opening salvo by J.B. Gayoso, which gave them a 2-0 lead. And after that, they started to get submerged by an avalanche of points until they recovered from a 20-point deficit in an amazing recovery.
Here's another dead shot from the foul line.
Villarias. Again, feeling the pressure. Villarias sinks to break the deadlock, 86-85 for UE.
Villarias could be the coolest player. Even in the PA belt, this
Yes.
guy never seems to be ruffled.
He's always composed. Vernie Villarias misses the second, and it's June Reyes getting that rebound. Moving in, setting a pass to Nieto. Nieto wide open for the layup. It's the go-ahead for the Blue Eagles, 87-86. Ateneo finally tasting the lead. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. The UE Warriors are now embattled. Their composure has been shaken by that terrific recovery of Ateneo. And Ateneo's defenses have really tightened up like a corkscrew.
Illegal pick there, yes.
It's an
Good
illegal
call
pick.
by Nick Peñalosa.
And so we have a turnover on the play. Ateneo will get ball possession. And they still have a 1-point lead.
Technical on the coach.
Technical on Royal Nadorata as he challenged that call by
He's got to be pacified.
referee Rado
He
Mercado.
could be thrown out. He's got to pacify him.
And he is still challenging the referee, who is being calmed down now. You don't do that. You don't fight City Hall. And Royal Nadorata has committed that mistake. But he must have lost his cool likewise as a result of that call, that illegal pick, and referee Rado Mercado being pulled off.
It seemed to me like a good call, Dick. Remember, even before we saw the signal of the referee, I thought it was really an illegal pick already. I called it
That's right.
right
And there's Baby Dalupan.
He's been in the middle, really pacifying.
That's right.
Doing a great job.
He
in the
came
middle.
over to apologize for the outburst of Coach Nadorata. Baby Dalupan coming. One of Baby Dalupan's players.
Yes.
When Baby had a terrific string of UAAP championships.
We're going now to look for Baby Dalupa to take over, I think. He's going to handle this team.
That's right.
Seems to me.
3 minutes and 3 seconds left. And let's find out whether Coach Nadorata has been thrown out. The referees, Rado Mercado and Nick Peñalosa. And it looks like Coach Nadorata has been ejected. So, no, let's find out. He's
No,
still there.
I don't think he was ejected.
He's still there. But he'll have to watch it. He'll really have to cool off. Baby Dalupan still talking to referee Rado Mercado. And here comes Nadorata. He's going to apologize. But referee Mercado doesn't want to accept the outstretched hand.
This should be really ironed out, Dick. It's been a very good ball game, classic ball game, in fact. Pity to let something like this disrupt the ball game.
Definitely so. But any championship encounter results in a lot of emotions running high.
It's gonna boil down to a battle of attrition, Dick. Both teams are really going to go at each other, and it's just no more finesse, no more tactics, no more strategy. It's just going to be the team in better condition, the team that wants it most, the hungrier team, is going to eventually come out. Of course, as we approach the end game, the breaks are going to play a major role here.
And you can call this a good break for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. A technical foul called against the UE Warrior coach, Royal Nadorata. June Reyes will take it after that turnover as a result of an illegal pick by the Warriors. 87-86 for Ateneo. June Reyes takes the first of two charities. It trickled in. He got a good bounce there.
Dick, this is as opposed to the ordinary technical foul when the second shot should be balls in play. They call it a bench technical. So it's take two for Ateneo plus ball possession.
But June Reyes splits his charities, and it'll be ball possession for the Blue Eagles. A 2-point lead enjoyed by Ateneo, 88-86.
That's the bench technical. It's like an intentional foul, the ruling.
Right. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left. It'll be a center line throw-in. Man-to-man defense by UE. The inbound goes to Reyes.
The Ateneo onslaught has forced UE to come out of their zone. They're now playing straight man-to-man.
Jet Nieto has it at right quarter. Alex Araneta moving out. Holds the ball aloft.
They've got to get the ball to Eric Reyes, who's only against Banares at low post.
An attempt by June Reyes is good. 90 to 86. Clutch hit by June. Quarter court connection. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Barile over to Banares. Banares takes a hurried shot. And it's Eric Reyes over to June Reyes. Looks like Banares is hurt. Could be cramps. Reyes fires again and misses this one. And we've got a foul by Alex Araneta this time. Jerry Codinera likewise almost losing his cool. About to throw the ball at Jet Nieto. In the meantime, Banares is being helped by J.B. Gayoso in a very good gesture of sportsmanship. He's suffering from cramps of the left leg.
Tactical mistake by June Reyes there. It was right. He ran the break well, but when he had no flank passers, he should have pulled the ball back out. The problem was when he got to the foul line area, he held the ball. He should not hold the ball. He should not stop his dribble, keep the ball moving. When the passers were not available, he should have pulled it out and killed the clock.
That's right, but he committed himself.
Yes.
And he was within the shaded area, so he had to take the shot
he had to take
or
that
suffer
shot.
a 3-second call against him. 90 to 86, Ateneo by 4. Banares hops out of the game. He is being helped along by his teammates.
We have an injury timeout here.
It is actually a bout of cramps. In tennis, cramps is not considered an injury.
Banares has not had any relief thus far, Dick.
That's right, and he is paying for it. And coming in for the first time in this game is Hojilla, Modesto Hojilla.
2 minutes,
of
20
UAAP.
seconds left. This guy, Hojilla, he's dangerous. He's a very good three-point shooter.
Yes, Hojilla is one of the veterans on the UE squad. Jerry Codinera will have a one-on-one situation.
This pressure does not affect Codinera.
And he misses, though. The rebound going to Chuatico. All the way to June Reyes.
There, he's got to break it now.
They will play the clock. With a 4-point lead, they're going to play the clock. And the crowd is yelling, shoot that ball. But Ateneo will play the clock and go for the hoop in the closing 5 to 8 seconds, most likely. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Here comes Nieto. Nieto fires and misses. And there is a loose ball with Araneta tripping. Hojilla with a very long outlet pass. Zamar to stretch out. We've got a miss by
What a
Villarias.
rebound! What a rebound by the small man.
There's a foul in the play going against Hojilla on June Reyes. June Reyes battling the big men and coming through with ball possession. He will go to the line with 1 minute and 43 seconds to go. The Blue Eagle babbling battalion is all excited and in an uproar. We spot Danny Francisco's older brother leading
Yes.
cheering in the ringside area.
His whole family is also here except for the mother who's with him in the hospital
That's
right
right. My compadre, Justice Cardin Francisco, must be in seventh heaven. He used to play for Ateneo. June Reyes with another clutch hit. 5-point lead now for the Blue Eagles, 91 to 86.
Dick, at this point, I'd like also to make mention of my grandfather, Leonardo Reyes, who passed away. He's been dreaming of an Ateneo berth in the finals ever since he started cheering for the Ateneo squad in the UAAP.
And for his grandson, June Reyes, to play such a major role in it is really something. We have a foul on the play by Chuatico, and it prevented the counting of a triple. The foul occurring before the release.
Before the shot, yes.
92 to 86 on 2 hits from the line by June Reyes, who has strung up a total of 5 points in the last minute and a half.
Ateneo's defense now will have to be extended on the three-point perimeter. Villarias is there, Zamar is there, Hojilla is there. Even Codinera will take that three-point shot if given the opportunity.
UE is still very much in the battle,
Yes.
and Villarias sinks his first try. And we've got a foul by Eric Reyes, but there will be a second try given to Villarias. It looks like Villarias will get his second
Yes, his
try,
second shot.
and then
a one-on-one
a
on the
one-on-one
line, foul
for
by Reyes.
Barile. Eric Reyes picking up a personal foul. That'll be foul number 4 against him. Other players with 4 fouls are Alex Araneta.
Now that was a bad break for Ateneo. What a good break for UE.
That's right, 92 to 88.
They have a chance to hit 4 points here.
And the Blue Eagles are not out of danger at all with a 4-point lead and Barile on the line. Barile for a 1-on-1 on that foul by Eric Reyes. Blue Eagles have to play composed basketball.
Yes.
Barile goes for his second try as he sinks his first. 3 straight points from the line by UE. They have already regained their composure, and this makes them very, very dangerous indeed. 92-89. Blue Eagles by
Anybody's
only
ball
3.
game now.
A minute and 37. That's plenty of time. 4 straight points from the line by UE as Villarias confronts June Reyes. Reyes moves into the front court, gets away from a possible trap, moves off to the right flank. He is crowded, jumps a pass. Chuatico fires and misses. And we've got the possible equalizer. Villarias loses the ball in a top pass by June Reyes. What a terrific defensive run by June Reyes. 92-90, it'll be a front court throw-in for UE. Possible equalizer in the hands of the Warriors.
Chuatico's feeling pain in his leg. I think he should be replaced.
Villarias against Chuatico. 68 seconds left. Villarias to Barile. Get that ball echoing from the stands.
There's
Ohilya for a 3-point try. And we've got a foul on the play. They should have given that. June Reyes fouling Ohilya. That means he will take 3 from the line.
Very experienced play by Ohilya. He saw June Reyes coming at him, so he extended his leg, and June Reyes made contact with that.
Only 61 seconds to go, and Ohilya now can come off the bench and turn into a hero if he can convert all 3 charities.
Suddenly the tide has shifted, Dick.
4 straight points knocked in from the line by UE, and now 3 straight charities will be given to Ohilya. A 6-foot substitute of Roel Nadorata after Banares limped off with cramps.
This guy is steady. He's a great 3-point shooter.
Codinera going up to Ohilya and encouraging him. Not only do we have the possible equalizer, but the possible go-ahead in the hands of Ohilya. 3 straight charities. And this coverage is coming your way courtesy of Milo, Nescafe Classic, Carnation, and Pepsi. But Ohilya misses on his first try, which means that he will only have 2 chances to equalize. June Reyes was being warned off. It looks like he was razzing Ohilya from behind. Ohilya makes his second try, a lucky break. The ball took a good bounce and sank, and the possible equalizers in the hands of Modesto Ohilya. He flips and sinks it for the tying marker. And now it's anybody's ball game. It's all tied at 92. 55 seconds
Eric
left.
Reyes is being guarded by David Zamar. Ateneo will have to go to him at the low post.
June Reyes waiting for the pattern of the offensive play to break out. Moves around his man, goes under the hoop and loses the ball at the baseline. And now UE with 41 seconds to go will have a chance to grab the lead.
No flanks open, too much dribbling by Reyes.
Okay, now UE will take the shot and possibly a go-ahead basket for the Warriors, seasoned with a lot of championships tucked under their belts.
Kalilan can still call a timeout. If UE makes his basket, he's got to call a timeout.
22 seconds left. Ohilya goes for the hoop and misses. And we've got a loose ball picked up by Chuatico. And Chuatico...
Intentional foul. What a break. Yes, good call by Nick
16
Penelope.
seconds to go. Chuatico will take 2 and ball possession will be given to Ateneo.
Ohilya embraced Chuatico at that time.
That's right. He should have done that because Chuatico was deep in UE territory, and there was no possibility of his being able to even score or give a good assist pass.
And a simple foul would have been enough.
That's right.
Just give Chuatico one-on-one.
But he held on. He probably was disappointed at his not giving UE the lead earlier. 16 seconds left in this exciting championship match, and we will return shortly. For Ateneo, we have Eric Reyes, Jet Nieto, Chuatico, who is going to be the man of the moment.
Lessons in the past, Dick.
Alex Araneta.
The very first time Ateneo figured in a championship in the MMBL against San Sebastian, Chuatico was in a very exact same situation, and he missed his foul shots.
Okay, 16 seconds to go. Chuatico misses his first. Ateneo will still have ball possession after this.
He's got to relax. Just make one.
Just make one, give Ateneo the lead, and put the pressure on UE. Second try by Chuatico is good. So Ateneo takes the lead 93 to 92, and we have a center line throw in for the Blue Eagles. 16 seconds to hold on to the ball.
This is now going to be
right, and the pressure is on Eric Reyes. He gives it to Chuatico. Almost lost the ball. He is crowded, moves out of trouble. He gives it to Jun Reyes. 8 seconds left. Reyes back to Chuatico.
Spread out. They don't even have to take a shot.
5 seconds to go. Over to Eric. Eric is fouled. It's an intentional foul.
Intentional foul.
Jerry Codinera fouls out. 3 seconds to go. It looks like the ball game for the Blue Eagles. And look at those streamers being unfurled. We're number one, the Blue Eagles.
If we could see the top court, Chuatico and Jun Reyes are really hugging each other.
Jun Reyes, Chuatico, Jet Nieto, Eric Reyes, Alex Araneta, all standouts in this ball game. But it was Alex Araneta who did the yeoman's chores, and Eric Reyes, likewise, who was so steady. First of two charities is a failure by Eric Reyes.
Think it's not yet over. 3 seconds, a long time.
But Jerry Codinera fouls out. Second try by Eric Reyes is good, and Ateneo will have ball possession.
I wonder why Codinera is still in the court.
Codinera committed his 5th foul. There's the inbound, and
game's over.
And the buzzer sounds. Ateneo is the UAAP champions of 1987. Final score, 94 for Ateneo, 92 for UE. Really battled back to win it in dramatic style and fashion. It was the good old Ateneo spirit that prevailed once again. The entire Coliseum is jubilant. Everybody is cheering the magnificent effort of this Ateneo team. And we have the championship trophies being awarded at the moment. There is the Blue Eagle cheer now, with Father Raymond Holscher giving to skipper Joey Canlas the UAAP trophy symbolizing superiority of the Blue Eagles in 1987 in the University Amateur Athletic Association of the Philippines. So in the meantime, while awaiting the scores, let's go back to our main studios for these important messages.
Scoring parade, Eric Reyes, after scoring only 4 points in the first half, hit for 18 in the second half, total of 22 points. Jun Reyes, 12 points in the second half, aside from contributing 10 assists, or 13 assists total. And in the second half, he also led the team in rebounding, defensive-wise, with 5 defensive rebounds. And then 15 points from number 7 guy, Jet Nieto, and then 9 points from Nonoy Chuatico, 8 points for Joseph Canlas, and then the rest 5 points for Alex Araneta, 4 points for Mel Basa, and for a total of 94 total points. On the other hand, UE, 92 points, 17 from Vernie Villarias, 16 points from Banares, who had to sit out the last 3 minutes because of cramps, 15 points from Jun Mariquit, of all people.
What a surprise he was.
13 points for Dado Barile. Jerry Codinera, way off his game, only 10 points. So he was the big difference. And 8 points from David Zamar, 5 points from Bartolome, 6 points from Elia, and then 2 points from Modesto Hojilla.
On behalf of our sponsors, Milo, Nescafe Classic, Carnation, Pepsi, for the entire technical and production staff of this coverage, led by our director, Danny Ochoa, and of course for my partner, Chot Reyes. Dick Ildefonso saying, fly high, Blue Eagles. Congratulations. Thank you and good night.